Thank you very much. It's nice to be here as a Hobbs and a Guilford alum. I wanted to give you a little bit of background of my beginnings. I grew up in rural Randolph County, which is a little redundant, but at the same time, it was a good upbringing. I was the youngest of 10 children, none of whom had been to college, so I was a first-generation college student. And that actually occurred not because of influence or really providing the emotional or financial support from my family, because it just wasn't there, but because of friends in high school, particularly a friend who was a Quaker and her father was a Quaker minister. And so my mother had died Christmas, that's my senior year in high school. And this family sort of took me over as an adopted child and saw to it that I was exposed to the idea of coming to Guilford. As a result of that, Guilford was a transformative experience for me. And I did live in Hobbs because at the time Hobbs was a cooperative dorm, and the tuition break that came along with doing your own housekeeping and cooking was significant. And that made a difference in a lot of us being able to attend college. At the time, I had never heard of Mary Hobbs. I had no idea who she was. All I knew was that that was the name of the dormitory I was going to live in. But Mary Hobbs was ahead of her time in recognizing the importance of educating all women and the impact that this would have on society. She stressed equality and independence long before it was the norm. In order to make education affordable, she devised a plan to build a suitable house where the female residents would be responsible for the housekeeping and cooking in order to reduce the tuition required to attend college. Thus, what became Mary Hobbs Hall was born. The legacy of cooperative living continued for over 90 years until it became unfeasible to operate a separate dining in an aging facility. I was fortunate enough to live in Mary Hobbs during the early 60s. Not only was I exposed to a cooperative living environment, but I was nurtured in a caring family and a home-like setting. I established long-term relationships there, and the common phrase of Hobbs girls describes decades of women who still identify themselves in this manner. In 2009, a group of Hobbs girls came together for the first ever Mary Hobbs reunion. Approximately 200 former residents gathered to celebrate their time together. This set off an effort by the alumni to lobby the college to do something about renovating and preserving the historical 1907 building that had well served so many generations of Guilford women. The need was great, but a committee of dedicated women began the process of fundraising to accomplish the badly needed renovation. 6 years and many working hours later, Mary Hobbs Hall will have a ribbon cutting and open house on October 2nd to celebrate the reopening of a safe, revamped, and beautiful Hobbs Hall. This accomplishment has been rooted in love and appreciation of the college, and in particular of the experience of cooperative living in a setting that nurtured positive group dynamics, leadership, academic achievement, and lifelong friendships. So some of the things that happened in Hobbs should not stay in Hobbs, but be relevant and visible to those we encounter and to those with whom we interact throughout our lives. It is a takeaway and a giveaway opportunity that has been refreshed and refurbished and designed to continue as such for current residents and for future generations. As Guilfordians, the takeaway includes a lifelong commitment to encourage and support the work of the college as a vibrant, relevant oasis in the midst of a complex world. We are privileged, we are thankful, We are Guilford. Thank you.